His name is Apocalypse. All you see is his. But the Wolverine who lay before him confuses the Baron. He is wrong, old, different. When Logan doesn't answer to the Baron's inquiries, Apocalypse says it doesn't matter. He'll figure Wolverine out posthumously. But suddenly, the Baron is ordered to stop. The Thor has returned and demands that Wolverine be handed over to her. Apocalypse wants an explanation for all of this, but Thor doesn't feel inclined to give one. So the Baron informs her that Logan ran away from the fight while they were talking. Frustrated, she demands the X-Men tell her which way the fugitive went. But Emma Frost knows that Logan is one of them, even if this one is a little different. She asks what the Thor wants with Wolverine, and in response, the Thor declares Emma to be insubordinate. She attacks the gathered mutants, hitting Apocalypse's men in the process. This is too much for the Baron. He does not care who sent her here. She does not lay hands on his horsemen. He orders his Infinites to attack. In the ensuing chaos, Wolverine finds some cover, only to run into another mutant. He recognizes her as Tabitha, codename Boom Boom. Logan asks how things got so bad, but the girl simply says this is how things have always been. But Wolverine remembers better days from a different domain. Logan sets out, telling the girl to stay out of trouble. He moves on, hiding from the Thor as he heads towards another wall. On the way, he is telepathically contacted by Emma Frost, and Logan tells her about Tabitha's location, asking that she help the mutant. When Emma warns him that he's heading in the wrong way, in the opposite direction from his home, Logan says that he needs to keep going until he understands what's going on here. On top of a building, Wolverine ambushes Thor and brutally cuts into her. Furious, she blasts him with lightning and throws him over the wall into another domain. Before she can grab him, an explosion occurs in the domain of Apocalypse, and she leaves to investigate. Logan falls into a new city and everything goes dark yet again. This time, he wakes up to find two men investigating him. They are Baron Tony Stark and James Rhodes, another Thor. Iron Man welcomes Wolverine to Technopolis. War Machine is highly suspicious of Logan as he knows that Wolverine got into a fight with another Thor before falling over the wall into this domain. But Tony wants to hear the man out. However, Logan is practically speechless at seeing Tony Stark alive and well. When Rhodey starts questioning Wolverine, the mutant gets uncomfortable with the situation and tries to leave, only for Stark to explain how the air isn't safe here and you need to wear armor to survive. War Machine is not so courteous and says that Logan can't go anywhere even with armor as he has committed many crimes. He attacked a Thor and left a domain without permission. At these words, the two men share a moment of tension, though Rhodey can sense something is off. Wolverine says he's come a long way and is tired, trying to excuse his behavior. Tony asks if there's anything he can do, so Logan asks to meet with Doom. Rhodey doesn't see that happening, and that's what Wolverine would say to their god. Logan seems unwilling to state exactly what he wants out of Doom, and instead asks if Tony remembers him. When the Baron answers that he doesn't, and seems to have never even heard of mutants, Logan knows there's no way he's leaving here peacefully. He pops his claws, and as a result, is once again blasted with lightning. As he falls unconscious, he hears Tony ask where Rhodey is taking him. War Machine says that Logan defied God's will, and Baron Stark knows exactly where people like that go. Later, Logan wakes up in the Deadlands. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my recap and review of Old Man Logan number 3. So, this was awesome. There's really not a lot to add, but let's see if I can't elaborate a little bit. Old Man Logan thus far has really impressed me. It's a fun story, and the best part is how they preserve the road trip aspect of the original story, with Logan hustling from one domain to the next. It lost the western vibe I got from the original Old Man Logan, but instead replaced it with a more epic and vivid action piece. But that works given the ever-changing landscape and tone as Wolverine treks across one domain to the next. And this is a comic that knows its pacing. Props to Bendis on this one, because we got to have a story taking place in 3 different domains in this issue alone. All 3 look similar due to Andrea Sorrentino's heavy use of style in her art, yet each feels different through the use of transitions, pacing, and dialogue. This is very well done, just an excellent comic that works perfectly as a midpoint to this tie-in. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments section below. I think and hope that we'll get to see Logan visit at least a couple more domains before all this is over, so feel free to share what areas you'd like to see him visit within Battleworld. And finally, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.